of the night. Let's join our commentary team of Jimmy Greaves and Alan Parrott.
The honour of captaining Aston Villa for the first time in his short career goes to Ugo Ehiogu at the age of just 21, and his manager predicts that one day he'll captain England. And the latest overseas star to make his debut in English football is even younger. Nie Lamptey, who cost Aston Villa £1 million from the Belgian club Anderlecht, is only 19. With Lamptey on the right and Dwight Yorke on the left, Villa have some pacey and skillful attacking options tonight. Dalian Atkinson will partner Dean Saunders up front. Ron Atkinson has taken the opportunity to rest regulars like McGrath, Richardson, Staunton and Fashanu. Wigan Athletic are the bottom club in the whole of the Ensley League, having lost 7 out of 8 games. The former Villa player Kenny Swain paid the price for that bad start. He was sacked from the manager's job 3 weeks ago. It's a young, inexperienced team. Their best-known player, the Northern Ireland international David Campbell, who's played for both Nottingham Forest and Notts County. The referee tonight, Gerald Ashby from Worcester. Well, the League Cup in its various guises has brought Villa great success. They jointly hold the record for most wins and most appearances in the final. They are, of course, the holders, and they were the first ever winners 33 years ago. And if they needed further inspiration, their visitors tonight, Wigan Athletic, are playing in a strip that's very similar to that of Inter Milan, who are here, of course, next week in the UEFA Cup. Jimmy, I suppose one of the problems for Villa tonight, everyone expects them to win comfortably, and games like that invariably don't turn out that way.
Correct, Al, but I think that, as you said, Inter Milan colours, I bet they wish this was Inter Milan instead of Wigan.
Morton, overpowered in the end by Barrett. And a first touch for the new man, Nie Lamptey. A very effective one too. He's exciting, quick, goes directly at defenders and sets up Saunders for the first Villa shot.
That really was a touch of class by Lamptey, and a good ball to Dino, who I thought could have done a bit more than this with it.
Ehiogu was being fouled there by Gavin. Free kick to Villa, which they've taken already. Townsend. Teal knocking it in long. Dalian Atkinson's flick on. Saunders and Yorke went for the same ball, but Yorke has done well to regain possession. That's brilliant again. Wonderful move and a wonderful goal. Only 4 minutes gone, and Dwight Yorke brings Villa Park and the tie to life with an absolutely brilliant goal.
Oh, brilliant goal it was as well. Games like this should be made for Dwight Yorke, really. A lesser team, and he's taking them on one after another. Super goal, great goal. So he takes the ball on, very close control, past one player, good shot into the far corner.
Saunders, lay off to Townsend. Teal with a long ball and a good one to King. Most of Villa's attacks early on here coming down the left-hand side. Now they switch to the right with the new man. On it goes to Atkinson. Lovely move, Saunders! Oh, my word, that was inches away from being a second.
Inches away from being a disaster for Wigan, this. If they go 2 down, it is all over.
And now they have to face a Villa corner, and the additional threat of the massive shape of Ugo Ehiogu, tonight's captain. Teal's also come forward, the other centre-back. It's a useful one too, and everyone seemed to leave it to each other there. In the end, Wigan get it clear with Morton having to knock it out anywhere really, although Campbell keeps possession for them. Rimmer dispossessed. He did well then to get a foot in again. But Villa looking exuberant early on here. Lamptey Atkinson. And now Barrett. He's got a few tricks. Lamptey. This is brilliant. And a good ball forward finds Saunders. Corner kick. Well, he's only 19, this lad. He's already got 18 caps for Ghana. And some very good judges of the game, Jimmy, say he's going to be something very special.
Well, he does look a class player. I know it's only Wigan, but...
Played in then by King, straight into the goalkeeper's hands. Goalkeeper Simon Farnworth. And he was the only man who played every game for Wigan last season. They've had a lot of changes at Springfield Park, including, of course, the manager. Harker now for Villa. And it comes back again to Dalian Atkinson, who made absolutely no mistake. Wigan paid the price for gifting the ball back to the Villa player, and Dalian Atkinson was not about to refuse the gift.
Oh, you're right, not about to refuse the gift. He really took this as though he meant it, didn't he? Got the ball back here, and what a good shot. You see the ball comes to him, he tees it up, and it's in all the way.
26 minutes gone. Dalian Atkinson's first goal of the season, and Aston Villa lead Wigan Athletic now by 2-0. Long ball intended for Gavin, and Bosnich, who's not had a great deal to do, decided to do a bit of work and kick it clear, and it's gone right into the terrific on the far side.
Yes, Doug Ellis will be running up after that at £45 a goal. Second hand, of course.
Guildford in possession for Wigan. This is Joe Jacob. Back again. Couldn't get it onto his favourite left foot. That's a great effort. Well, all credit to Joe Jacob for setting that one up, but Rennie's shot looked to be heading for the top corner.
It was a good shot by Jacob, but a really great save by Mark Bosnich, because he's not been in the game at all, and to be alert to that, it really was a good save. Good effort all round.
So Wigan get their first corner of the game. Gavin out-headed though by Ehiog. And they go swiftly forward on the counter-attack. York playing it on. That's good work by Wigan. They're working their way back into this game, but of course they've got the hopeless position of being 2 down already.
Yeah, they haven't thrown it in yet. They're still trying hard to get one back, as we just saw.
Atkinson pulls it away. Yes, we're into stoppage time as Rennie plays it forward. Lamptey coming deep into his own half this time to get the ball. Now King. The intended layoff by Dalian Atkinson wasn't very good.
I don't like Stu T either, do you?
Here's Lamptey. And he gets a free kick, and it might well be the last piece of action of the half, as we're well into stoppage time here. King. Saunders has made a good run here in the inside left position, and he spotted him. So he was pushed aside there, but it matters not. That's the end of what was a very comfortable first half for Aston Villa. They took the lead after only 4 minutes, added a second to it through Dalian Atkinson after that brilliant early strike by Dwight York, and there looked to be more goals in this game for Aston Villa. 2-0 the score to Villa at half-time. Aston Villa get the second half underway, leading Wigan Athletic by 2-0, and I'm sure Ron Atkinson has been urging his players during the half-time interval to keep concentrating, keep the pressure going, keep the pace of the game going as well. He won't want them to slip into sloppy habits here, I'm sure, because of course the Premiership and then the big job of Europe in mind in the next 9 days. Here goes Dwight Yorke on an early run. Just tried to slip it into the corner there, having seen goalkeeper Simon Farnworth move over to his left. It was a good effort.
Yes, Dwight Yorke's onto it straight away, straight into the second half. Good run, not such a good shot.
Stuff, Lamptey. Another go, I think, here. I think they're going to like him at Villa Park. You just get that impression.
Oh, he is a good player. Oh, he is a very good player. He takes players on, turns them inside out. Really does keep close control. Yes.
Taking the corner short. Parker playing it back in. That's a dangerous looking ball. Atkinson on the far post. Farnworth headed it away. Still danger. Lamptey strikes it. And he proves that he's got a left foot and a right foot. Balance, skill, vision, pace. Not much else left, is there?
No, there isn't. We don't really want to get carried away with him at this stage because, as I say, we are Wigan, but super play, super play.
Intended to go back to him, but it wasn't quite crisp enough. Ehiogg's clearance. Carragher's given it away. Well played, Townsend. And here he goes again. Beating the referee as well. And he was dispossessed by his own player, Dalian Atkinson. Now Dwight Yorke. And he'll want a bit of the action here. And this looks dangerous. What an effort! That wasn't so far off.
Tell you what, this is a good effort from Dwight Yorke because the goalkeeper does not know where it's going to go. What a good effort.
The early signs were that Wigan were going to be well out of their depth. However, they've stuck at it, and they're having a decent little spell themselves again now. Carragher. And back it goes to the young fullback, but he's dispossessed and he's left a big space behind now, which Yorke will gallop into. This could be another. So close.
I think he'll get one of these before the season's out because he's getting plenty of practice in.
Carragher. Wasn't a bad header that from Gavin, but it was a good tackle by Teal to win back possession for Aston Villa, and here he is again. Sweeping it out to the right. And that was a foul on Lamptey.
It's what you said about Wigan 5 minutes ago, Al. They're out of their depth, but I think they know it. And they're prepared to battle, knowing that, and they're making a game of it.
Yes, they certainly haven't been disgraced. Here's Townsend. Yorke. Dalian Atkinson. And they're defending well again, Wigan. I think the Villa public won't be happy unless their team get at least one more goal here. Barrett turning it in. And there's a brilliant effort, and just kept out by goalkeeper Farnworth. That looked as though it was going to be the goal. A splendid header by Dwight Yorke, and an equally good save.
This is a truly great save. There is no other word for it. Oh, that is some save, that.
Change made by Wigan Athletic. The 37-year-old Joe Jacob has gone off to be replaced by David McKeaney, who can play at left back or on the left of midfield, on the Crew player. Saunders almost got in behind Strong, and Mike Still, here he is again. Great effort! That was a superb effort. Obviously, the goalkeeper Simon Farnworth has to take some of the blame for that, which is a great shame for him, having made a brilliant save just minutes earlier.
Yes, again, I thought Dean Saunders could have taken it on a lot further, but he chose to shoot, and really, after the great save the keeper made, well...
There's Rimmer again. Oh, that was unlucky. He was definitely obstructed there by King, despite the protests from the Villa fans. Two centre-halves have come forward for this, taken by Campbell. And suddenly, Lamptey wins it back. Saunders points to where he wants the ball played, but he's got the scent of glory in his nostrils here, Lamptey. And it's a goal! From deep inside his own half, Neil Lamptey scores his first goal in English football, and the celebrations were just as spectacular. I think he might have had a penalty anyway. He'll settle for the goal.
Yes, if anybody's deserved it tonight, it's Neil Lamptey. Great jinking run, he's been doing it all night. Taking on the players, beating them one after another. He would have got the penalty, but that's a great bit of skill, you know. As he's going over, he still managed to knock the ball in the net. Keeps his eye on the ball all the time. He's brought down, he's not looking for the penalty. All he's looking for is getting that ball in, and he gets it in. A great flick, wonderful goal.
Ron Atkinson still wants effort from his players, and no doubt would still like another goal. This is Teal. That's a terrific ball. York onto it. Atkinson in the middle. Ron Atkinson has got his other goal from Daly and Atkinson. And Villa have got 5.
A super ball from Sean Teal, actually, and a lovely weighted pass across by Dwight York. Atkinson on the end. Lovely stuff. This is really great football. They've turned in some fabulous stuff tonight, Villa.
Dwight York. And that's it. A victory for Aston Villa, every bit as comprehensive as the scoreline suggests. And it's made their passage into the next round a formality. Dwight York was in sparkling form and maybe has made himself a contender for a place against Inter Milan next week. And so too has the new man. The Villa crowd took to Neil Lamptey immediately. He scored a goal to round off a fine performance, and Villa have warmed up for the big job of Milan in 9 days' time in the finest possible fashion. Final score, Aston Villa 5, Wigan Athletic 0.
Well, it's a good start, isn't it? I mean, you're defending the cup, so it's a
That's
good
right,
start.
it's professional. It's been entertaining. I think the crowd have enjoyed it. I mean, there was some, we talk about Lamptey, he's had some exciting runs, York, Day. And, you know, there's been a lot. I know it was one that it was a good tie for us, and you know, hopefully we'll go and see the second one through.
Well, tell me something about this Lampney then, because he's some player, isn't he?
Yeah, he's got good ability. What he's got to do, he's got to learn the English way. I mean, you know, he's been in Belgium, been in Holland. Now he's in our country. Been here for a month or so. Played 2 or 3 reserve games. Got phenomenal ability, and he's just got to learn the way the English game is played. I mean,
this is some goal.
Yeah, I mean, this is something he's learnt in England. The ability to run 60 yards, lightning pace, beat defender after defender, take the keeper on, beat him, fall over, and then kid the keeper and hook it while he's on the ground. And he's also learned something else. We'll show you another little trick he's learned since he's been here.
You could sing to this one, actually,
Yeah,
couldn't
this
you?
is another one. He learnt this as well. You know, he didn't know any of these things before he came here.
Did you teach him that one?
Yeah, we do a lot of that. Yeah.
Well, he's obviously a star and an exciting performance by Villa tonight, Jim, but you've got to take into consideration, I suppose, that Wigan are bottom of the Football League at the moment.
Yes, you've got to take that into consideration, Gary. However, you've got to beat them, and you can do no more than beat them convincingly, and that's what Villa did tonight. 5 goals, 5 superb goals, played very well tonight, Villa. No good saying about Wigan being a bad side. They are. There's no question about that. But you have to hammer these sides into the ground.
What particularly excited you about the Villa side tonight?
Well, all of them. I mean, particularly the front runners. I think Atkinson and Saunders played well. Dwight York had a great game. And, of course, Neil Lamptey's debut, I think he was superb. Lamptey, I have to say, is the most exciting player I've seen since probably 1980, when Gary Lineker was playing for Leicester. And at the time, you can see beautiful control, takes on players, wonderful. The ball doesn't go very far from his feet. And when he gets brought down, he's still not looking for the penalty. He's looking for the goal, and he tucks it in. As I say, most exciting prospect I've seen, I think, since Gary Lineker was at Leicester City.
He's developing a squad as well, isn't he, Ron?
Ron's developed a very good squad. In actual fact, I was just talking to him before we're sitting here, and I said, well, you've got to play Lamptey next week against Inter Milan, and he said, no, I don't think so. And
do you think that's the right decision?
No, well, on tonight's showing, I would say no, I'd play him, because Lamptey's got one thing, I think, that a lot of players of his type haven't got. He's always looking for 1-2s. He takes the ball up to players, but he's prepared to knock the ball in to feet and go. And I think you need that type of player against Inter Milan, where the defence is going to be packed and it's going to be harder to get through. I'd play Lamptey, but then I'm not Big Ron. If I was Big Ron, I'd have a big house and a big car, wouldn't I?
The only similarity between Wigan and Inter Milan is the fact they wear the same strip.
Exactly. But you've got to beat them, and you've got to start somewhere. And Ron, I know, is toying with the idea. He's got to leave players out. He knows that. He fancies that Dwight York can do him a good turn, and on tonight's evidence, Dwight certainly can.
Will they do it against Milan?
On tonight's showing, yes, but as you rightly say, Gary, Milan will be a different proposition.